On CNBC.
We have $300 billion worth of oil and gas companies in one place today. It's a rare event, and it is taking place in Denver, Colorado. We're talking about the EnerCom Oil and Gas Conference. There is no better time, perhaps, to talk about these issues because we have the shocking news from BP and the Prudhoe Bay field in Alaska. We, of course, have all the news about geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and a raging debate over whether there is a shortage or a glut of oil and natural gas around the world. Joining us from the conference to talk about these and many other issues is Aubrey McClendon. He is the chairman and CEO of the third largest independent natural gas company, that is Chesapeake Energy. And Mr. McClendon, it's a pleasure to have you with us on Squawk on the Street. The oil markets today really moving on the news that British Petroleum is going to be reopening part of the Prudhoe Bay field. The issue there with the corrosion in the pipeline, in your view, is this symbolic of an oil and gas infrastructure in the United States that is broadly in disrepair?
That it would not be broadly in disrepair across the entire country. I think certainly it does highlight the aging of our older oil fields and the challenges that we have in replacing those. Chesapeake and most other natural gas producers have much newer infrastructure, and I do not believe we would have the same problems.
And also linked to this whole issue is the whole issue and concern about terrorism right now. At Chesapeake specifically, do you have special contingency plans in place right now in the event that there could be terrorist attacks on the U.S. Oil and natural gas infrastructure?
Let's remember that our infrastructure is all onshore in the United States, and it's very widely dispersed everywhere east of the Rockies. So while certainly a terror attack would not be a good thing for anybody in the industry or the country, Chesapeake's assets, I think, would be a very low priority for anybody seeking to do harm to the U.S.
So you don't really feel you need it. What about the bigger issue right now, especially being that you're such a major player in the natural gas industry? Some are saying we have a glut of natural gas, of epic proportions, that we're really running out of storage for it. Would you agree we've got a glut of natural gas in the U.S.?
Well, I'd say we have a temporary oversupply of natural gas that stems from a very warm winter last winter, and we're working off that surplus right now as a result of hot summer temperature and also just having gas being a low-priced alternative to other energy commodities right now. So we'll be back in balance by the start of the winter, and then at that point it's simply a weather play from there as to whether or not gas trades at a premium to oil or whether or not gas continues to trade at a discount to oil.
So do you think the days of last winter when natural gas was up near $15, those days are never to be seen again, at least for the foreseeable future?
I'd say for the foreseeable future that's true, and we're happy about that. We have about 20 trillion cubic feet of natural gas and proved and probable and possible reserves, and we need consumers to be able to consume that gas in the future, and we need it to be affordably priced. So a downturn in natural gas prices over the last 6 months has actually been a great thing for consumers. It's given them a break, and hopefully oil prices will peel off a little bit here and give oil consumers a break as well.
And Mr. McClendon, briefly before I let you go, here we are, August 14th. Some would say we are almost out of the woods when it comes to hurricane season. Nothing major as of yet. Do you think we're going to escape a major hurricane through the Gulf this year?
Well, I'm not a weather forecaster, but I do hope there are no hurricanes in the Gulf. It's obviously not very good for anybody living in the area, and in the end of the day, it's not very good for our industry. Price spikes are not helpful to consumers, and so from our perspective, we hope everything remains calm and peaceful in the Gulf and in the Middle East as well.
All right. Well, Aubrey McClendon, we do appreciate it. Thanks again for joining us today. Aubrey McClendon is the chairman and the CEO of Chesapeake Energy, as we said, the third largest natural gas producer in the U.S. And now time for Word on the Street from Denver here to New York. James McGuire joins us.